Today is very special because today is my birthday and I wanted to share 26 lessons that I learned in my 26 years of life. I want to celebrate my birthday with you by sharing some wisdoms and some lessons that I learned throughout my years. Some through epiphanies, some through really hard experiences, some from highs and lows. This past week, I really took a lot of time to reflect and journal my thoughts, really come up with something interesting for you so that I can give back and share some lessons that I wish I knew earlier. And the things that I'm about to share with you here, it's not just theory. It is practical things that I had to go through. Number one, love is not enough. You need to have shared vision and similar values. The fundamental core, the values, the ambition, where you're going in life has to be similar or somewhat in a similar direction. If one person is going to that direction, another person is going to another direction, you're not going to work together. I used to think that love is enough, that feelings is what matters the most. I didn't realize that if you don't have a shared vision, if you don't have similar ambitions, if you don't have similar values, you will never work. When you're going in one direction and your partner is going in a completely different direction, and you cannot find a common direction that you will go together, then it presents a big issue. Love is never enough because love is a beautiful thing, but you also have to have fundamentals right. You have to be aligned. Number two, rest is not something that you earn. I'm originally from Ukraine. I grew up seeing women in my family work a lot. And rest was something that you had to earn. Rest was not something that was implied. Oh, what do you mean you're gonna nap? What do you mean you're gonna have a rest? It doesn't work that way. So I grew up thinking that you have to earn rest, that you have to do something crazy and then you can relax. Even when I went on vacation before, I felt restless because I felt like, did I push hard enough? Did I deserve this rest? But now I realize that rest is not something that you have to work for. It's not something that you have to earn. It's something that is there and you have to take advantage of it. Rest is productive. Rest is important. You have to rest, especially when your body is asking for it. You have to have really good connection with your mind and body so that you understand when you actually need that rest. And you shouldn't associate rest with a reward because it's not a reward. It's your birthright to rest. It's not something that you have to work hard for. Number three, something done is better than nothing at all. Imperfect action will always be better than just procrastination. When you're just thinking about something and not doing anything because you think it's not going to work out or it's not going to be perfect, you're just losing an opportunity. You're losing an opportunity to try. All you need to do is to try. You don't have to get it right from the first time. You don't have to get it right from the second time. You don't even need to get it right from the fifth time. But as long as you keep trying, you keep improving. And when you try, you actually live in your desires. You're not just thinking about it. Very important to do more than think because so many of us are in our heads. We think what is going to be the worst case scenario? What is going to be the best case scenario? But what if you just try to do it? And that's going to be the best scenario that you will ever get. When you try, when you do something, even imperfectly, it's always going to be better than not doing anything at all. Number four, friends can only be friends if they're happy when you're succeeding. When you're not doing well, it's easier to be a supportive friend. It's way more difficult to be a supportive friend when you're actually doing well. I've lost a lot of people throughout my life just because they couldn't handle me being happy, just because they couldn't handle me being successful at something. But true friendship is never about competing or seeing who is doing better or who is happier. Real friendship is when the person actually wants you to be happy. You can really tell how the person feels about you when you share good news with them. When you share good news with your friends, are they making a weird face? Like, are they a little bit upset when you're happy, when you're sharing your good news? Or are they actually supportive? Are they like, oh my God, this is so great. I'm so happy for you. Even if it's something that they wanted to do, even if it's something they're working towards, they don't get the jealousy overpower them. They're genuinely happy. And this is something that is super rare, but it happens, trust me. I have this belief that there are good people out there. It's just a matter of finding them. It's just a matter of having positive thoughts and attracting those people in your life because they're out there. Number five, luck doesn't happen by chance. It finds you after you tried your best. Luck is something that you engineer. You engineer it by trying and trying and trying. It's not something that just happens randomly. Luck doesn't happen to people that don't do anything. If you're just sitting on the couch watching TV and you're hoping that you're going to become a millionaire or you're going to do something great in this world, but you haven't even stepped out of your house, then how are you expecting luck to find you? Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. If you're not prepared, then luck will not find you. Luck doesn't happen by accident. It only happens when you prepared yourself, when you tried so many times, when you tried your best. That's when it finds you. That's exactly the moment it finds you. Number 6, happy people make other people happy. Miserable people make other people feel their pain. I used to think that if the person is aggressive or they're being so rude to me, that means that maybe something wrong is with me. And then I realized that no, they're actually expressing their pain, and it's something that is really like a storm inside of them. It has nothing to do with you, because happy people don't make other people miserable. Happy people share positive vibes, uplift other people, they make other people feel confident, but they never try to belittle somebody. They never leave hateful comments. They never say anything rude to other people, because they're genuinely happy in their life. They don't need to spread negativity because they don't have that negative energy inside of them. They're full of joy, love, and happiness. They don't have this nasty negative energy. But the people that are miserable, that's all they've got. Them being rude or mean to you just means that they have so much pain that they have to leash out on somebody. They have to do something about it. And it's not your fault. It's just them being miserable, and they're trying to make you miserable, but we know that it's not gonna get to us because we only have positive vibes. Number 7, you get opportunities exactly when you're ready, even if it doesn't feel like it at the beginning. Sometimes I would ask myself, why am I getting this opportunity right now? I'm not ready. I don't have experience in this. I've never done this before. And then I've noticed this interesting pattern in my life is that it happens exactly when it needs to happen. It's almost like that saying, when it's scary to jump, you have to jump. It's the same way with opportunities. When the opportunities find you, you get a job offer, you get an opportunity from somebody reaches out to you and says, you're the best person for this. And you're like, wait a minute, I don't think I am. You start using your logical mind to assess whether this opportunity is right for you or not. But when you use your emotional side, you will realize that it found you exactly at the right moment. It found you before you were ready. Number 8, the only person who cares about what you do or how you look is you. Others are simply busy living their own lives. The moment you notice a pimple on your face, you start thinking, oh my God, everybody's gonna notice. I have this event coming up. You know what? Nobody actually cares. All they think about is their own problems. They think about their own stuff, their own busy life. They have no business thinking about your pimple. The only person that truly cares is you. When you detach from these anxious thoughts, you will realize that there is nothing that is holding you back. And all this time, you've been the one who was holding yourself back just because you had all of these weird emotions or thoughts that were stopping you from living your best life. But nobody actually cares. Nobody cares. Only you do. When you stop caring, you start living your best life. Number 9, there is no better skincare or makeup than leaving old toxic situations. We're underestimating the power of leaving toxic situations. Toxic situations will have your face in blemishes. You will look inflamed. You will look like you're sick sometimes because your body is signaling you that this is not the right situation for you. Toxic situations have this way of aging you. They have this way of making you look ugly. You'll lose your spark, you'll lose your glow, all because somebody or something is sucking everything out of you, sucking all the energy out of you. And the moment you leave that situation, you will rediscover your glow. You'll realize, wow, I look so great. No amount of makeup, no amount of skincare can hide you being unhappy. When you're in a toxic environment, it shows. The moment you leave, you'll realize that you are the most beautiful person. This internal glow up will have you looking like a superstar. Number 10, you're not here to be liked. You're here to create and share your talents with the world. You heard me right. You're not here to be liked by everyone. You're here on your own mission and you have special talents. This is one of the concepts that I recently discovered in this book called Sacred Contracts. If you want to read that book, I'll link it down below, but it's all about this concept that you're here, the mission. And that mission was created for you even before you were conceived. It's very spiritual. I don't think everybody believes in that, but I like to think that we're here on a special mission and we all have our own unique talents. But when we care so much about the opinions of other people, it really blocks our ability to create. And we're here to create. And I'm not talking about the artist way of creating, but creating something, projects, relationships, friendships, contracts, something that we can bring into this world, something that didn't exist before. It's all creation. Stop thinking about other people and start thinking about your own unique talents and how you can express them into this world. Number 11, no one can save you. It's purely your responsibility. Okay, so this is something I really had to come to terms with. When I moved out of my home country when I was 16, I was slapped with adulthood because I realized that, wow, there's nobody that's going to take responsibility unless it's me. There's no parents. I didn't have any friends. Who else is going to solve shit for me? I'm the only one responsible for my decisions. If I got something, it's because I worked for it. If I didn't get something, maybe it's because I missed that opportunity. Maybe it's because I didn't work hard. And I had to accept the responsibility that it's my choices that make my life. It's my decisions that really influence my life. It's not somebody else's decisions. Nobody is going to come and save me and hold my hand and say, you know, Alina, let's not cry, let's work it out. Sometimes you have to look at your life objectively and realize that everything that you've done till this day brought you where you are. Are you happy or are you not happy with what you have right now? If you're not happy, then you have to take responsibility and change something about your life. When you're unhappy with your circumstances, when you're unhappy with your life, you have to really be honest with yourself and you have to look at your life more objectively and really sit down and have a conversation one-on-one with yourself as an adult. Not avoiding responsibility, but asking yourself, okay, what can I do to make changes in my life? What can I do to make my life better? Don't wait for somebody to save you. Save yourself. Number 12, your best life lies on the other side of your fears. When you face them, you get access to the best version of your life. Every time I faced my fears, one of the biggest ones is moving to another continent where I didn't know a single soul just because I saw a bright future for myself, just because I had this deep desire to do something, to create impact, to have a better life. I remember being on the plane to another continent, having all this luggage packed, thinking about the life that I'm leaving behind and thinking, holy shit, I'm really doing this. I'm so freaking scared, but I'm also so excited for this new chapter because I faced my fears and I'm not scared anymore. Because once you do it so many times, you realize that that's where the success lies. When you're scared of something, that's exactly when you need to jump. I've said this before, I'll say it again. When it's scary to jump, that's exactly when you jump. Because on the other side of the fear, you have the best people, the best opportunities, the best life. Number 13, life doesn't have to be hard. Collect positive examples because there's lots of them. Life doesn't have to be hard and sad. I know there's a lot of sad stories, but it doesn't have to be that way because there's so many positive stories. It doesn't have to be hard. The narrative that you keep telling yourself is what keeps repeating in your life. So if you have this negative cycle of thoughts and you think that everything is hard, I have to do things alone, nobody's helping me, and everything sucks and nothing works out for me, I'm such a loser, that's what keeps repeating in your life. But when you truly believe that good things happen for you, when you truly believe that it doesn't have to be hard, it actually can be quite easy, that's what starts appearing in your life. And the more good examples you can collect, the easier it will be for you to understand that life is only what you make of it. It doesn't have to be hard, it can be quite enjoyable. Imagine that, it can be quite enjoyable. It doesn't have to be the hard way. Number 14, things can change really fast. Sometimes you're only one decision away from your dream life. Don't ever underestimate the power of just one decision. If you decided today that you're no longer staying in your room and you're actually going out and you're meeting people, you're going to networking events, next day you might meet your next business partner. That one decision can change the trajectory of your life. It will start a new cycle. You leave your room, you go to an event, you meet that person that becomes your business partner, and you start a successful business together. Now your life is exciting. Now you go on business trips. Now you have an opportunity to spend money on whatever you want. You have the freedom, you have the lifestyle, you have the best partner. All because you decided one day that you're no longer keeping yourself small. You're no longer staying in your room and waiting for others to discover you. You want to be seen, you want to be discovered, and that one decision can change your life. And that can happen with anything. Things can change really fast, but you have to believe in positive change for it to happen. Number 16, when you have an idea or a thought, someone needs to hear it. Don't be scared to share it with the world. When you have an idea in your head, it means that somebody out there needs to hear it. And I'm not just talking about online. I'm saying, if you have an idea, business idea, if you have an idea to text somebody, if you have an idea to talk to somebody, somebody might need it at this exact moment. Don't ever underestimate the magic of sharing your ideas with the world. I really believe that we're all connected to each other. Some people will say that we're all connected to the same source. And I really believe that because sometimes you might be thinking something and you say something to your friend and they're like, how did you know that I needed to hear this? And because most of the time I cannot logically or rationally explain it, how did I know what to say exactly at that time? I always think it's some sort of magic. I really attach a spiritual meaning to it because somebody needs to hear your thoughts. Somebody needs to hear your ideas. So don't be scared to share with the world. Somebody is waiting exactly for what you have to say. Number 17, no relationship will ever make you complete unless you feel whole by yourself. I often talk about this concept that you have to have 3 movies going on. You have to have your own movie where you're the main character. The person you're with, they have their own movie where they're the main character. Once you get together, you create your 3rd movie together. But your movie has to keep playing while you are creating a 3rd movie together. You have to be happy on your own. You have to be complete with or without them. You have to be able to validate yourself. You have to be able to spend time by yourself. So when you don't feel complete without the person, you desperately need them to feel complete, to feel like you're happy. That's not a fulfilling life. The most important relationship you'll ever have in your life is the relationship that you have with yourself. Number 18, grass is greener where you water it. Take care of things, and sometimes you'll realize that it's not greener elsewhere. Sometimes grass is not really greener on the other side. It's just you have lost touch with what you have. Sometimes we look at other relationships, we look at other businesses or how people are doing and we think, they have it better there. I'm gonna move there, I'm gonna leave that person and start dating somebody else. We think, oh, it's so much better there. But sometimes you just don't take care of what you have. That is why you start being seduced by what might happen on the other side. Oftentimes, it's not better on the other side. It's not greener there. It's just that you haven't been watering what you have. You haven't been grateful for what you have. Number 19, you don't have to have everything figured out. You will understand things as you go. We don't need to have it figured out. I used to think that by the age of 20, I'll have everything sorted out. And then once I turned 20, I was like, by the age of 25, I'll have everything figured out. Today, I've turned 26, and I still have no idea how things will play out. You don't have to have it figured out, because the thing is, nobody has it figured out. I've talked to so many people from very young age to people in their 80s, and they all keep telling me the same thing, that you have to just live. You have to take it day by day and figure it out as you go. You don't need to have everything planned out. You don't even need to know how you're gonna do it. Things will become more clear as you move, as you go on your journey of life. Be patient with me because we're approaching the last 6 lessons. Number 20, books can only give you theory, but real practice will happen in real life. Nothing will ever be the same as lived-in experience. It's not something that somebody told you, it's not something you've read, it's not something that you heard. It's something that you really felt in every fiber of your body. You can prepare yourself as much as you want, but the real life will give you the best practice. Number 21, repeated patterns don't go away unless you work through them. You need to break the cycle. You're the only one responsible for breaking the cycle. Things will happen the same way, and I know it's very frustrating. Sometimes you're like, damn it, I keep meeting the same people. I keep getting the same opportunities that are dragging me into that exact wound that I have. The thing is, if you don't heal your wound, if you don't make it heal, it will keep repeating. It will keep reminding you that it's something that is outstanding. It's something that you still haven't worked on. To break the cycle, you first have to be aware that it's happening. If you accept the fact that it's happening for a reason and it's trying to teach you something, you will look at it from a different perspective. I can look at it as a really painful experience, or I can look at it as something exciting, something new. Wow, I have more work to do. At least I will never get bored, because every time you break one cycle, there is a new one that you notice. Number 22, be kind to your body, because it is a vessel that is taking you through your whole life. I'll be very honest, I've been always tough on my body, and only now I'm learning how to accept it, how to love it unconditionally. Because it's the body that I will have till the rest of my days. I used to be so tough on myself, demanding extreme results, demanding myself to perform better, or just being always energetic and being always productive, not allowing rest, is something that I had to really go through in order to start my self-love journey for real. Not just the face masks, not just the eye patches, but the real self-love is about allowing yourself to rest when you need it, is to treat your body like the temple. It's to treat yourself with so much respect, like you are the only thing that matters. And it's something that I'm learning day by day, and I'm sharing my insights with all of you. Number 23, when you need help, always seek advice. I promise you there is always somebody willing to help. I know that you're strong and independent. I know that you can do everything by yourself, but when you really need help, you need to learn how to ask for help. And when somebody offers you help, you need to know how to receive that help. Life becomes so much easier, life becomes so much happier when you allow other people to help you. There's no shame in asking for help. There's no shame in receiving that help. There's actually genuine people that are willing to help, especially when you need it the most. Number 24, you cannot copy your way to success. You cannot copy somebody else's journey step by step. This is what they did, milestones they hit in order to reach your own success. Your journey will be uniquely yours. Their journey is very different. When you try to copy and mimic other people, you're not living in your authentic energy. You can totally get inspired by other people, but to copy their whole journey, their whole way to a success, is not something that's going to bring you fulfillment and happiness in the long term. We're doing the last 2 final lessons, and I'm going to let you go. I promise. People meet you at the level they're at, not necessarily at your own level. So when you meet people, you think, damn, why did I get this person? They're just like completely not on my level. The thing is, they meet you at their level. You have to be kind, because everybody has a different journey. The point that you're at right now might be somebody else's dream destination. You have to be quite understanding, and you have to not take it personally. Wow, why did I even attract this person? Why did this person even talk to me? I'm completely not on their level. They meet you at their own level, and sometimes those levels, they clash. Sometimes it doesn't work out, because really you're just at a different level, spiritually, emotionally, financially, I don't know, whatever that is for you, it might not work out, because you might be here, they might be here. Or it could be another way around, and you just still have places to go. Sometimes the gap is too big. It's not about you being at fault. It's not about the person being at fault. It's just that the gap is too big. And lastly, my lesson number 26 that you've been all waiting for. Growth is not always linear. Sometimes it's chaotic, complicated, and unlike anyone else's story. So never compare your journey to the journey of other people. Growth is not something that happens like this. Sometimes it goes like this, and then it goes like this, and then it goes up again, and then you go down again, and then it goes like this, and you're like, oh my God, what the hell is happening? You have to realize that growth is not always a straight lines. In real life, growth doesn't look the same for anyone. It's always so different, and that's what makes the journey so exciting. Really happy to be on this journey with all of you. I'm really happy to celebrate my 26th birthday with you. If you listened till the end of this very long video, I really hope that you have a happy life. I'm just gonna leave, prepare to celebrate my day, celebrate my week. I'm probably gonna celebrate my month because my celebrations are always big, always festive, always a lot of people, a lot of gifts. I love celebrating. I love celebrating life. I really hope we see each other very, very soon.